everybody, so I hope you're well and having the most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video we have something so incredibly exciting and I have wanted to film this video for the longest time. I honestly have been wanting to purchase some of these for ages and I finally got my hands on some. So in today's video we are going to be doing a blind date with a book reading vlog. If you guys don't know what a blind date with a book is, essentially you purchase a book where it's wrapped in paper, you don't know what it is, you might know the genre, the kind of general theme of the book, but you don't actually know what's inside. So if you saw my most recent video, you would have seen I popped to the works and I picked up 2 blind date with the books. So that is what we're going to be reading in this week's vlog. I am so nervous and so excited because I just hope that I haven't read these books. I don't necessarily mind if I have them already, but I just don't want to have read them already. So I have 2. I'm very excited to dive in. Essentially we're going to be reading them in the vlog, giving you my updates, my thoughts and opinions, and we're going to see whether the cover is really what you should judge the book by. So without further ado, we are going to dive right in. Let's get into unboxing these, unpackaging these. Let's dive in. I am so excited. Let's go. So I don't actually know which one I want to start with. I'm going to read you both of them and then we can sort of decide together. So the first one is a romance and it's Groundhog Day. Now I don't actually know what that means. I'm going to Google it. Hey Siri, what does Groundhog Day mean?
Groundhog Day means, in North America, the 2nd of February, when the groundhog is said to come out of its hole at the end of hibernation. If the animal sees its shadow, i.e. if the weather is sunny, it goes back into its hole, which portends 6 weeks more of winter weather.
I'm confused what that means. Anyway, romance / Groundhog Day, that's the first one. And the second one I picked up was rom-com / astrology. I don't know which one to start with. Let's start with the romance. Okay, let's dive in. I'm so excited. Let's go. Okay, I'm really scared. Okay, let's open it together and see what it is. Let's unbox it together. Are you guys ready? I actually wanted to buy this. I am so excited. Hi Thor! Have you come to see what book I've got? Okay, he heard me gasp and now he's concerned. You okay? So I was actually looking to purchase this. When I was in the works the other day, I saw it in there and I thought that looks so cute. Firstly, the quote, the time of my life, I feel very... What's the film? What's the film, Thor? Dirty Dancing. But I also feel like this book has been chopped. I don't know, like does it look chopped to you? Like I feel like half of the words are missing, I don't know. But let's read the back together. So this one says, this Friday the 13th has been particularly unlucky. Jess has been fired, she's gone from dating 2 guys to none, and she's been kicked out of her flat. As she falls asleep, she is filled with relief that this terrible day is over. Tomorrow she will try and fix things. Tomorrow cannot be any worse than this. Except it is, maybe not worse, but exactly the same. When Jess wakes up the next morning, it's Friday the 13th again and again and again and again. Jess knows how this goes, she's seen it in the films. This is her wake-up call, but she had no idea she needed a wake-up call. How is Jess supposed to work out where she's gone wrong when, as far as she's concerned, she's been having the time of her life? I am really looking forward to this. There's another one by the same author called Ghosted. This is by Rosie Melenda, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I am so excited. I'm just more pleased and thankful that I don't already have this book. So yeah, let's dive into reading this. I am so excited. It doesn't look overly long either. It is literally 330 pages. Let's dive into the reading vlog. I am so excited to dive into this. I feel like this is going to be an obsession of blind date with a book. So if you guys enjoy this video, let me know down below and I might do another. I might order some books off Etsy or something. So yeah, let me know down below. But let's dive into the reading vlog of this romance. I am so excited.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just be honest? I was only wondering, and maybe we could take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that, but you'd rather take it all back.
So if you guys couldn't tell, we are on to book 2 of this video, which is Time of My Life, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I started reading this at the beach, you guys would have seen. However, I'm just not that into it. I think it is the kind of whole repetitive Groundhog Day kind of book. I just find it so boring. Like, you're reading the same texts over and over again, the same things are happening over and over again, and it's just not interesting to read. I'm kind of skimming it, which is not what I want to do. So far it isn't my favourite sort of story idea, I'm not gonna lie. I do tend to avoid these because I just know that I won't like it, but I am gonna continue and see what I think. Obviously this video I've got to plow through it, and yes, so we are gonna keep going, and hopefully it gets a little bit more interesting because so far it's just the same old stuff going over and over again. So let's continue. Okay, so I'm a little way through my book now, and I feel like I've kind of caught on to what the character actually has to do to get herself out of this situation. So essentially we have Jess, who has put herself in this time loop. She had a very bad day at work, so she ended up getting fired, losing her boyfriend, and losing her flat all in one day, and then she went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and she's living through Friday the 13th every single day. So essentially it kind of goes through what happened, and I feel like personally she's basically gonna have to just face up to all the things that she did wrong, because all the things that went wrong on that Friday stems down to things that she should have done or shouldn't have done. Like being more honest and open and thinking about other people's feelings as opposed to her own. That is the vibe I'm getting, and I think that to get herself out of this loop, she's really going to have to put all these other people first and sort it out that way, and I think that's going to be the main problem. So yeah, I feel like I've caught on very quickly, which is a bit of a shame, but that is what I'm kind of thinking is going to happen. So we're going to keep reading and see what happens, but so far we've just lived through a few different Fridays, and we're going to be living through the same few Fridays for a while, because I don't think she gets out of the loop until like literally right at the end. So we're gonna have to keep going and see what happens. So let's carry on. I actually feel incredibly sorry for Tom in this book, because he's very similar in his personality to Ash from the book we just finished. Very golden retriever, very kind, very thoughtful, very caring, and he doesn't deserve to be treated the way he gets treated, and I just don't know if that's my favourite like vibe. Does that make sense? Like, it's not my favourite way to read about. I don't know, I'm just not loving that part of it, but we're gonna keep going, and I really hope she ends up with Tom, but I also feel like she doesn't deserve him. It's again very similar to the book we just read. Like, the girl is not treating the guy correctly at all. She's actually seeing 2 people at once, which they're not in like a proper relationship, but like they don't necessarily know about the other person. So it's one of those things again where it's like 2 guys, 1 girl, she needs to decide. But I mean, it might just be me, but I always feel like if you have to choose, then you don't deserve either. Like, you should know who you want to be with because of who they are. So I don't know, I don't really like that about this book, but we're gonna keep going again and see what happens, because so far nothing's really happening. Like, it's just Friday after Friday after Friday, and she just doesn't know how to fix it. So we're gonna keep going. I will say that the character Alejandro in this, I do not like him at all. He's gross and makes me uncomfortable. So yeah, anyway, let's keep reading.
I'm getting older, but I still can't read a vibe. 'Cause my world is on fire, but we're saying we're doing fine. I never thought I'd make it here past 25. Ooh, but maybe I just overthinking and wasting time. 'Cause I don't wanna know if I'm better off alone. I'm can't convince myself. Corporation got a stake in mental health. Stepping over stars to the colored lights. Is the whole world gray, or am I too blind to the fact that I just make it harder whenever I say that it's not? Maybe I'm being stupid for being a martyr. Maybe it's time that I stop. Cause I don't wanna know if I'm better off alone. I'm so happy when I'm sad, I make it up to deal.
So I have just finished The Time of My Life by Rosie Melinda, and this one wasn't overly my favourite. It was written in third person, which you guys know isn't my favourite anyway. I just don't connect to the characters as well. I don't know if that's just me. I just find it very hard to envision the situation when it's not in first person. I don't know why. I gave this one a 3-star. Again, it was nice, but it wasn't something I feel like I would ever read again. I didn't particularly like the repetitive Groundhog Day vibe. It just wasn't for me. And again, the character in this, the girl character, was really infuriating. It was coming across that she was almost a little bit selfish, a little bit self-absorbed in terms of she wanted to get out of the repetitiveness of the days, but she didn't think that things that she was doing was hurting other people, and that was quite annoying to read as well, especially like Donna. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't read this book, but you've got Donna, you've got her best friend, like everybody in this book is going through something very difficult, but she almost ignores all of that and is just constantly thinking about herself. So it is a good book in terms of it allows you to understand that you need to put others first, think about other people more than yourself, but it was annoying to read. So for that reason, I give it a 3-star. I liked it, I didn't love it, but for £2.50 from the works, I feel like you can't really go wrong, especially if you like the whole Groundhog Day, repetitive day vibe, then you would probably really enjoy this, but for me, it just wasn't my favourite, so that is why I give it 3 stars. So now diving in to book number 2. So this one, as I mentioned, is rom-com / astrology. Again, I feel really scared that we've already got this book or already read it, so fingers crossed it's something completely new. So let's dive into this one. I am so excited. I also forgot to mention these were both £2.50 by the way, so an absolute bargain if you want to kind of do this for yourself and have a bit of fun. It's not very expensive, so let's dive in. Thor, are you ready to see what it is? Do we have it already? Let's find out. Okay, so I have actually seen this one in the works, and again, this was another one that I sort of saw in there and thought, oh, I might pick that up, might be something I'm interested in, but I haven't picked it up. So thankfully, I don't have this one either, which I'm really impressed about. This is The Setup by Lizzie Dent. The back of this one says, Mara Williams reads her horoscope every day, but she didn't expect to be in a whole other country when destiny finally found her. Just as a fortune teller reveals that her true love is about to arrive, a gorgeous stranger literally walks into her life, and now Mara is determined to bring them together again. Surely even fate needs a nudge in the right direction sometimes. But while Mara is getting ready for the one, the universe throws a spanner in the works. Her new flatmate Ash is funny, kind, and sexy as hell. There is no pretending this. It's as if her destiny just arrived on her doorstep again. So will Mara put her life in fate's hands or finally trust herself to reach for the stars? That sounds so cute. So again, I am just so thankful I didn't have this book in my collection. I have been dreading filming this video simply because I didn't want to open these and then be books I already had. So let's dive into the reading vlog of this one. I am so excited. Let's go.
You turned away with a hint of a smile, as if I could read your mind. I wanted to say words I thought for a while, but I couldn't conjure mine.
So I'm a little while way through this book, and I thought I would sit down quickly and share with you my thoughts, opinions, and kind of what's been happening so far. So you've got Mara, who is very obsessed with star signs, horoscopes, following fate, which, spoiler alert, is really annoying in this book. She is just really annoying about it. Like, she can't even decide what colour to paint the flat without putting the names of the colours in a bowl and picking it out at random. Like, I don't understand it, especially because she's very She seems very high strung. I also just lost my page, which upsets me. Oh no, I found it. Don't worry, I found my page. Yeah, she's very high strung. She like is very particular, and that's why I don't really get it. Also, this book does lose a point because of the crease that I've put in my book. Can you guys see that? Is it gonna focus? Look at that. I can't even, I'm so upset about it. But anyway, the premise of the story, you've got Maya, you've got Ash, who's her flatmate, and he is a plasterer. He's very hands-on, but she also met a guy called Joe when she was on holiday, and the fortune teller basically said, you're gonna meet your soulmate like right now. And then this guy walked in, so now in her head she's kind of fixated on this Joe guy. I truly think she's gonna end up with Ash. That is my thoughts and opinions so far. But yeah, I hope she does, because he seems a little bit more interesting than this Joe guy, who we've basically read about for a page and haven't seen him since. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel also she's just really gonna annoy me. But let's carry on and see. He's just so cute. He's now setting up a new DVD player because she's basically like rented out loads of DVDs that she really wants to watch. So he's spending some time plugging in her DVD player and setting it all up for us when she comes home. It's all like, I just love it. I just love it. But she is annoying me because I feel like she just doesn't care. Because every time she thinks she cares, she instantly thinks of Joe, and it really annoys me. Like, you don't even know Joe. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway. Oh my gosh.
So far away.
I just want to say that Ash has basically set the standards high for all the book boyfriends out there, because not only is he having a movie marathon with Mara, he's let her pick her favourite films. They're eating Haribo, which he has separated evenly into 2 bowls. They have pizza, all while she's had these really bad false eyelashes done, and she feels like she looks like horrific, and he's basically telling her that she was just beautiful without it. Like, yeah, she's still strung on this Joe guy, who she doesn't even know his last name. Like, I can't get over it. But yeah, he's just so nice. Do you know what I mean? He's definitely like a golden retriever kind of guy. I will say he does have this kind of secret agenda. Like, he seems to be disappearing quite a lot. We don't know why. He's very vague about it. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. But Ash has really put the bar up high for all the book boyfriends. So we're going to continue. He's now going to her mum's birthday party to help make things less awkward, because her mum and dad are they're not horrible people, but they're very like picky. Like they pick on things that she's not good at, if that makes sense. So she's taking him to like defuse the situation, and he's like, oh, I'll just borrow mum and dad's car because we can't go in my van and we can't go in your car because she drives a hearse. And she's like, oh, thanks, Ash. Like, come on, he's just so cute. And she doesn't care, because all she wants is this Joe guy. And whether this Joe guy even turns up is another question, because I kind of want him to, and then I want her to choose Ash. That's what I want, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I hope so. Anyway, let's keep reading because it's getting very good.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just just be honest. I was only wondering, and maybe we could take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that. But you
Okay, so I'm on chapter 20, page 176, I think. Yes, 176. And they just went skinny dipping. However, it was very YA, like nothing happened or anything. But you just know by reading this that he has caught feelings, like he is latching on with everything he has, and she's just like shrugging him off, and it's so annoying. Like, they had a moment and then she was like, can you look away while I get out? Like, why are you skinny dipping with some, like, I feel like at this point she's leading him on, and he's also doing up their whole flat for her, like repainting everything, replastering everything, to make it more like homely and nice, and she's just doesn't care, and it's really annoying me. If you couldn't tell, this book is really annoying me. As I'm reading it right now, and I'm 176 pages in, it's like a 3-star, I would say. It's not my favourite. I do like the idea of the book, I like the kind of plot. I just think that she is annoying. Also, I didn't mention this before, but her friend Charlie really annoys me. I mean, I could end up liking her at the end, but she just like doesn't seem like a supportive friend, not very, like, not there for her friends, and I don't really like that. So yeah, not my favourite, but I will continue and I will update you when anything else happens, because nothing is happening. I might go into the sitting room though, because Thor's in there on his own, and read some more. So the lighting is going to change, the background is going to change, but let's go hang out with I was gonna say with the dog, with Thor, because he's on his own and it's very hot in here, so yeah. So we have now finished the setup by Lizzie Dent, and I have a few things to say about this book that I did and didn't like. So overall, this was a 3 out of 5 star for me. I liked it, I didn't love it, it wasn't my favourite. I will say that I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it, but it wasn't my overall favourite. So essentially this one is written in first person, which I love, it's my favourite, so that was kind of nice to read. But I will say that Mara in this book, the main POV that you're reading from, was so annoying, and her indecisiveness was just infuriating. Like, she would always kind of go back and forth, and it was such a red flag that, like, in real life I would have just been like, look, you're being annoying, like, make your mind up, because just reading that was really frustrating. And Ash in this book was like a massive golden retriever kind of guy, bubbly, kind, funny, really caring, kind-hearted, and she was just taking him for granted, and it was so annoying. I gave this one a 3 stars, like I said. It wasn't my absolute favourite. The only thing about this book as well that I didn't like, which is more of a physical thing, is the cover, because it's shiny. Can you see like all the damage that has happened over the course of the few days? Like, that's not my favourite. So anyway, I gave this one a 3 stars. I liked it, I didn't love it. If you want a really light, easy read, I would recommend this book. There was literally no spice in it whatsoever, and it was just a nice rom-com-y, romancy sort of book, but it just wasn't my favourite. So I would recommend it if you want something like easy, and it is at the works for £2.50, so really affordable as well, but it just wasn't my all-time favourite book ever. So those are my thoughts and opinions on this one, so let me know down below if you've read it, because I'd love to know. So that is everything for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I would love to know down below in the comments, have you ever done a blind date with a book? If you have, what were your thoughts and opinions? Did you enjoy it? Shall I do more of these videos? I would love to know. And also, if you know of any good Etsy shops that sell blind dates with a book. Thor's just scratching his face on the carpet. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this video down below, because it makes my day when you guys comment, and I really, really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you guys know what to do by now. Please hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 11,000 subscribers. It would make my year if we could get there this year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys as always, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.